Well, guys, as discussed, I have came up with the interview questions for the PwC college placement. Okay, PwC is currently going for colleges and they are hiring students for the US Tax Associate for from the college placement. Now, in the previous video, I have already told you what is the hiring process and what all will coming into the aptitude test. Okay, today I am having my laptop with myself. Okay, and now I have prepared 25 questions for you guys for the PwC tax associate. So this question is taken from the students who has already given PwC interview and got selected, okay, for the US tax associate role. Now let's get started with the question. Hi guys, my name is Mr. Deep. I work at Big Four and I welcome to talk to Deep session. Okay, here we are going to talk about interview questions for the PwC, okay, for the US Tax Associate job role for 2023. Okay, so if you want interview questions for other big fours, then don't worry, we have three videos where I have talked about detailed questions for their interviews as well in the playlist. So you can go and find playlist name interviews are easy, and there you can find every interview question for the big fours. So let's get started with the interview question. See, in interview, what you have to focus more is you have to give them your approach. You have to give them their confidence that yes, you are much confident to work for PwC. Everything is inside me, everything is in me, all the skills I am having, which PwC is looking for in the candidate. That we have to get assured and we have to make them feel that this is what I am having for them. So interviews are very simple, guys, when it comes for US taxation, okay, because they don't ask us technical questions from the US tax side. They just want to know whether we can survive at big fours in the pressure in a highly demand environment. Okay, this is what they check during the interview. So if you think on what criteria, on what benchmark they judge you on the basis of your confidence, on the basis of your learnings, okay, then how you are making them feel that you are fit for this job. In during interviews, a lot of questions will be unanswered, okay, that we'll be talking about later on this video. Let's get started with the interview questions for the PwC. So first round will be like something like ice breaking, where they will talk easily, okay. Again, they will make you feel very friendly, but do not get so much friendly. Always maintain a professional difference, okay, between you and your interviewer. Don't get so friendly that you crack a joke or anything. Okay, so let's get started. The first question which will coming on your head is very simple. Introduce yourself. Now when they're asking you introduce yourself, please remember to introduce yourself in a proper manner. Have a fair practice before appearing for a US taxation job for the PwC. Have a proper backstage preparation on your how you will going to introduce yourself. What we do, we don't prepare it because we know that we know ourselves. We don't tell them in a sequence. So have a pretty well maintained a sequence, okay, for you introducing yourself. Then go ahead and introduce yourself. Do not go and talk, my name is this, my father name is this and all, okay. Have a proper area, have a proper sequence in which you will be introducing yourself. Please make sure that you are also telling your strength and weaknesses or your hobbies, okay. Make them feel that you are, yes, you are confident and you are telling them in a very easy way. So this was the first question. Introduce yourself. Second question is about talk to me about your roles during your recent internship. So as you are an MBA student, okay, because they are coming for MBA placement, okay, for US tax associate, you must have done your corporate internship in the last few months, okay. So they are going to ask you, tell me your roles during your recent internship. So please make sure whatever you have done at your company, okay, or whatever you have done as a or whatever you have learned over there, please make sure to tell them in a detailed manner, okay. And always try to correlate with the job description. Suppose in job description it says that they need Excel person, make sure if you have used Excel for analysis of anything in finance internship, make sure that you notice, make them notice that yes, you have worked over the Excel. So this was the second question. Make sure you give answer in a pretty well manner, okay. Always maintain a good eye contact, and have a confidence in your heart. Now, third question will be is your strength and weakness. So, as I already told, mention this in your introducing of yourself so that they don't come back and ask you. Because when you are telling them, they feel that okay, you know about yourself, you know what is your strength, you know what is your weakness, and whenever you are telling them your weaknesses, makes you to tell them how you are trying to overcome these weaknesses. Just don't tell them that this is my weaknesses and you just let it go. No, tell them how you are recovering from these weaknesses. Okay, so now next question will be, okay, so they want to know whether you will be are okay to work at PwC or not. Okay, so they are going to ask you how is your study going on, okay, in your campus, and how you are managing it well. Are you managing it well? Is the balance between your study and your personal life is going good, or how you are managing well? See what happens here. This is a psychological question. When you are a college student, okay, when I was a college student, I was very much frustrated with the college placement management, everything. And I can guarantee you that you are frustrated as well. You just want to go away from the college, you just want to let it finish, get it finished, okay, the degree of yours of 2 years. Now, do not let your frustration come on your mouth, okay. Tell them good about your college. Tell them that you are managing it well, how you are managing it well, okay. You can tell in the detailed manner. Again, here you are having a point, you are having a space to tell them how you are good at managing things. They know that things are hard during the study of MBA. Make sure to tell them that how things are hard and how you are managing it in a very cool manner. Okay, don't tell them, sir, I am very much frustrated, I there is too much of there is too hectic schedule on the study basis, okay, there is too much of exams, there is too much of assignment, okay, it is hard to manage. No, don't tell this all gyan to them, okay, because they don't want to listen it. They want to listen how you are coping with the situation on your campus. Okay, so do not lose yourself over here. Now they will talk about you the technical questions. Okay, so let's talk about technical questions. So they may start from the depreciation part. Depreciation is favorite for any tax, US tax job. Okay, so they may ask you what is depreciation. Okay, this can be the first question. Okay, and then with follow up with this question, they can ask you how do we calculate depreciation. Now you have to tell them two ways which is there to calculate the depreciation. To know the two ways, if you know, comment down your answer. What is the two way of calculating depreciation? Do not ignore this. I just want to check whether you know or not. Do not Google it. Just answer me in a comment section. Now they may ask you what is goodwill. Do you know what is goodwill? Goodwill is very easy. So they will ask you what is goodwill and how company take benefits of goodwill. Oh, no, they are not going to ask you how companies are taking benefit of goodwill. They may simply ask you what is goodwill at the company, for the company. Okay, now the very simple and very basic question they may ask you about accounting, that is what are the golden rules. Okay, so make sure that you are giving the example while telling that what is the golden rule of accounting. Now after going ahead, since you are applying for tax, make sure you know about taxation. Don't study US taxation and don't try to tell them that you know about US taxation. Just they will ask you about tax in general, and they will also ask you something about Indian taxation because you are a Indian resident, and they assume that you know about taxation. You have studied in your BCom, you have studied in your PGDM. Okay, so they will want that you also tell them what is tax. Okay, so make sure you tell them what is tax in a good and a detailed manner with example. Hope you know what is tax. Okay, if you know, you know what to do. Just comment down your answers. Okay, so now what are the different slabs of taxation in India? See, now taxation has become little lengthy in India too. Okay, we have introduced, budget has introduced, or India has introduced two slabs of tax. Okay, two regime which we call, okay, the old regime and the new regime, and there are plenty of difference between old resume and the new resume. So make sure you know the tax slabs of old resume also, the new resume also. There are difference and there are benefits in old resume. There are benefits in new resume. So make sure you tell them the difference, and you make sure when they are ask you what are the benefits in new resume or old resume, what should you choose between the old resume or new resume. Okay, you should be having a fair idea to tell them the difference. Let me tell you, if you are a salary person and earning well within 9 lakhs or 10 lakhs, and if you want to know difference, the new regime will cost save you money. Okay, how they are going to save you money, I am not going to tell you because it is based on the calculation. You go ahead, study the tax slab of your new regime and old regime, and see the difference. There are a lot of websites which calculate tax regime, tax rates or tax amount for you. So go ahead and go and search and find out how the new regime is beneficial comparing to the new regime. Okay, what if we choose old regime, what if we choose new regime. So make sure you have this idea in a fair way. This will also help you in your case when you are going to file your tax every year. Okay, because you will be earning well at PwC, take my words. Okay, going ahead with the tax. Okay, they will going to ask you, this is the favorite or my favorite. What do you think about bad debt? What is bad debt for you? Okay, what is bad debt for a company? Okay, please explain it. So make sure you explain it with example, guys. Whenever you are getting asked such kind of question where you can give a live example, make sure that you give them the live example of such question. Okay, this will work with you for you, okay, in a positive manner. So make sure you give the live example to them. Okay, now tell me something about accrued revenues. Okay, what is accrued revenues? So make sure you see this on the Google and give them the right answer for this. Never give one word answers. Make sure you give them a little story about the answers. Okay, not like Gyan story, a perfect story. Like if they ask you what is tax, then you can tell them how what is tax in your words. Okay, like this you can answer this in an easy way. Now going ahead, they can ask you what do we okay, do you know about deferred tax? Okay, deferred tax asset and liabilities. Okay, deferred tax and liabilities. Okay, since you are getting hired for taxation, make sure you know these kind of things like ta deferred tax asset, what is deferred tax liabilities. Okay, so make sure you go and study in the Google. And I know as you are PGDM student in finance, as I was, these all things are taught to you in the second years for the finance background students. Okay, so make sure you know it. If you don't know it, it is not a bad thing, guys. Okay, if you don't know any answer, tell them, sir, right now I cannot recall this answer. I'm very much sorry for that, but I promise you I will recall it very soon. Okay, because I know within myself that I know the answers, but right now I'm not recalling it on my tongue. Okay, or just admit it. Sorry, sir, I don't know this question, but yes, I'm going to study about this after this interview. So make them feel that you are ready to learn. If you don't know anything, because we are a human, we don't know a lot of things, but make them feel that, sir, I don't know this right now, but when I am going over this interview, I'm going to study it and I will learn it for sure. So make them feel this, okay? Because when you are working at workplace at PwC, you will be not knowing a lot of things. Okay, so make your senior feel that, okay, sir, right now I don't know, but tomorrow I will come and study and will solve this case by myself. Okay, so make them feel, because it works for you. Okay, now going ahead about deferred tax asset and liabilities. Okay, so now next question can be, what do you have, sorry, do you have any ideas about financial statement? They're just asking you, do you have any idea? If you don't have the idea, tell them what are the financial statements. If you are having ideas, tell them a few main hits of financial statements which can be give which can be spoken out with the examples. Okay, so if you don't know, don't go in depth. If you know, then try to go into depth. If you try to impress them by going into depth, they will catch you by answering a lot of related questions of financial statement or anything. Now going ahead, before that before going ahead, I just want to give you one heads up, okay? If you know little about US taxation, okay, if you know little about US taxation, and when they ask you, do you know anything about US taxation, then do not give your all gyan to them, okay? Because you just know the definition of US taxation, you don't know anything inside US taxation. So don't, if you have studied also, tell them, sir, I have not studied US taxation in my uh, in my stream, okay? But yes, with training, I can assure that I will learn it very quickly because I am a quick learner and I will deliver a quality work for the PwC or any company which you are getting interview for, okay? Now, going ahead with financial statement, they may say, do you remember any ratios? This will come in financial question for sure. Do you know anything about ratios? So if you know about ratio, tell them about ratio, what ratios which you remember, okay? If you don't remember, tell them about what are the ratios, okay? And go ahead. Now they may ask you, do you know how to calculate solvency or ratios, okay? So make sure you study two and three main, sorry, two and three main ratios which you have studied during your finance classes, or just go on Google Papa and ask him about the ratios, okay? So these were all the technical questions for you guys, okay? Now we will come ahead and go with the HR questions which they can ask you. So this was the first round where they have talked about technical rounds. Now there are second round which they will ask you about HR question. All the HR question will be a psychological level. They will try to understand by your answer, okay, by the way you answer, they will try to know what do you think and how will you will be managing your work during your PwC actual work, okay? So make sure you give them a good answer in a proper and in a professional manner, okay? So let's go ahead and ask you the HR round question, okay? So the first question, why US tax? You are an Indian resident, you are studying Indian finance things, you are studying Indian taxation, you are into a Indian economy, then why do you want to come for the US taxation? So have a fair idea, okay? How you can get a fair idea? You can simply tell, sir, I appreciate, okay, this question. In India, okay, I want to explore the multinational taxation. Yes, I know about Indian taxation, but I also want to explore uh, or international taxation. I have heard and I have, by talking with a lot of seniors at Big Four, I have come to know that in US taxation there is a huge growth and there is a huge potential of career growth. That's why I want to come into US taxation, because I want to explore something which is challenging compared to my existing Indian taxation, because US taxation are challenging. There will be a lot of things on learning part. So tell them these things, okay? Do not tell them exactly what I said. I just gave you the raw idea, okay? In a tutti frutti manners, okay? So make sure you have your structured answer for this, and you tell them your answer, that why do you want US taxation, okay? Why not Indian taxation? Now, what do you know about PwC? So make sure you have studied about PwC. Okay. Now, do you know what is the full form of PwC? I know 80% or 50% of people are not knowing the full form of PwC, EY, Deloitte, KPMG. Okay, so don't worry. Go ahead and study what is the full form of PwC, and if they ask you, tell them the exact answer. Do not miss this kind of question, because these are the basic thing. Because you are going to be part of PwC, and if you don't know about PwC, then this is the same for interviewer. Okay, so now, what do you know about PwC? So make sure you study this on the Google and tell them in your language, not tell them a Google language. Okay. Now, why only PwC? Why you want PwC right now? Why not other company? Why not any other big four companies? Why not big 10 companies? Why PwC? So make sure that you are having a set answer for this, okay? Because this answer I cannot teach you the answers of this kind of question, because this is on the basis of your mind, okay, and your uh, presence of mind, how you are going to answer this kind of question. Now they may ask you this question, if any other company will offer better remuneration than us, remuneration means money, okay, than us, will you switch? Now, here things can be, answers can be given in a two way. First, no, I won't switch, okay, because I will be loyal to companies. Too cliche, too old answers, okay, because every one knows that with the money you will switch. Now, second answer, you will say yes, I will switch, but you will give a positive criticism, okay, for this positive attitude for this, and then you will answer, sir, I know PwC is a very good company, okay, and I believe that administration, okay, and the management will give a best remuneration which is standard for the industry for every year, okay. Now, suppose if any other company is giving me a better remuneration than PwC, I will sure, since I am human, I need money, okay, and there is a hunger of growth, okay. I will surely go and talk to my manager. I will surely go and talk to my HR if they can match that remuneration, okay, because I don't want to switch easily because I have given my 1 year, 2 year, or 5 years to the PwC, and uh, I have got attached with PwC. So I would not want to switch actually, but I will go to HR, I will go to management, and we'll discuss if it can be matched. Okay. I know that they also want us to stay for ever, so they will try to give us best, okay, and they will try, and they will say, sorry, they will think that if something is better for the candidate, because they will also think about me, then they will of course offer me the same offer. If they don't offer me the same offer, if situation prevail, then yes, of course I will switch for the better future. But again, in future I would like to come back to the PwC again, okay, in coming future. So give them this kind of roundabout answers, okay, where you are not saying no, where you are not saying yes, you are giving a positive perspective of this answer, okay, in a very different manner, okay, because you are thinking about company as well, you are thinking about yourself as well, okay, you are thinking in a mutual way, okay. So give them this kind of answer, not in an exact way, but yes, answer can be made around this, around my answers, okay. Now they may ask you, why should we hire you? Now, make sure you have the answer for this. Why should they hire you? They may also ask you, give us the three reason, okay, best reason or quality in which you are having to hire you. Why should PwC hire you, not your colleagues? Okay, this kind of psychological question they may answer. So make sure give them a proper answer. See, there is no right or wrong answer for this kind of question, but it depends on your communication, how you are convincing them, how you are approaching them with your uh, clean and beautiful answers, okay. Now going ahead, they may ask you, what do you expect from us, okay. Yes, I know PwC know that what they are expecting from a candidate. Do you have any expectation from the PwC side? Okay, they may ask you this question. Now, next question can be, will you be able to stretch your working hour during the high demand? Yes, during in US taxation, there are busy season where you have to work for 10 hours, 12 hours, 15 hours, sometimes 18 hours. So they just want to know, will you be comfortable by stretching your working hours during those busy season? Will you be comfortable? So don't say no, okay? Although you don't stretch yourself during the main busy season, but do not tell them no, okay? Give them a positive answer so that they can understand that yes, if situation demands, you will be flexible enough to stretch your working hour for sure, okay? Now, the last question they may ask you, ask me any doubt from your side, okay? See, you have the two options to ignore that, no sir, I don't have any doubt, or you can ask any doubt which is a genuine doubt, okay. Do not ask about your salary, anything, just ask any such doubts which are related to the current interview, okay, not for the management answer, like sir, when I will get the result of this question, what will be my salary, how much hours will I have to work, in which profile I will be getting. No, avoid such kind of questions. Always ask something which is related to the current interview. So guys, this was all the interview questions which they may ask you in the interview. These all questions were based on the previous interviews taken for lot of college placement guys, college student guys for the MBA finance, okay, in 2023 also for the different colleges, okay. So make sure you prepare your answers, prepare your interview on around this question. The question will not come exactly what I have told you, but all the questions will be around this kind of concepts, okay. So make sure you prepare well and then apply, so you then appear for the interview. If you have got any doubt or you want any answer for any question, comment out your doubt, okay. I will go ahead and answer you the question and answers, okay. Make sure whatever I have asked you during this video, make sure you answer this on the comment section. If you like our channel, do like, subscribe and share this question with your college mates, your juniors, your seniors, your different colleagues, and make sure so that they can also read this and they can also get selected, okay. Be always kind and help each other. Thanks so much guys, always support me. Bye bye.